I've wanted to suggest, and when I say school groups, anywhere from junior high to high school.
Hmm.
I don't deal with colleges, and that's a whole nother story.
Right.
But I've wanted to suggest to them going down to Jamaica, but I've always found it hard to talk about historically and culture type of tours and things
Hmm.
they could take.
Right.
So can you kind of, if I'm going before a school group and trying to make sure that the principal doesn't think the only thing they're going down there to do is lay on the beach, that they are going to learn something, what types of things would you suggest to groups of that type?
Well, our culture, Fred, if I should stay on this line and tell you about everything, every avenue of our history and culture, we'll be here until next year this time. So I encourage you folks out there, when you get a chance, you read up on the history of Jamaica. It's amazing. It's going to make your eyes open really wide. There are many things. Jamaica was on the slavery for a couple of years, so some of the plantation homes that were run by the owners of those plantations are open for tours now.
Oh.
You go and you get a feel of what it was back in the day. There are places like even Kingston, Port Royal, the once the richest and wickedest city in the world, because remember, the pirates ruled the
Mhm.
Caribbean also for a time, and and that's there. There was an earthquake that took quite a bit of Port Royal under the water, but it's still there for you to explore. Um, there are art galleries, museums that still have pieces from way back in the days of the Taino Indians, the first inhabitants of Jamaica. Christopher Columbus did not discover Jamaica, as I was taught in school.
As we
They,
all
they,
were taught, and we were all
right,
that.
right, right. When he got there were, some very calm people called the Taino Indians. We do have pieces from back in those days. And oh my gosh, it's just so much. It's unbelievable. When you look at it, Bob Marley. So many people don't understand or can't understand why is it that Bob Marley touched the world so much with his music. There's a museum you can go, and you can go to Bob Marley's home and tour that. You can tour that. There's just so much that happens in Jamaica that they can go and see, and it doesn't have to entail beach, rum, nor even dancing. It's a lot. And since you're on that, Fred, I may want to speak quickly about our Meet the People program.
Oh, good. Yes, yes. Those
Yeah.
programs are always great.
Oh, yes, we do have a program. The Jamaica Tourist Board has a program called the Meet the People program. And what it is, it's a good cultural exchange for person or persons of similar interest. So say you have someone who grows orchids here who wants to go to Jamaica and speak with someone about how their orchids thrive so much. We find that we have many, many volunteers in all avenues you can think of in Jamaica that we can call on. And use that, even children. In
Okay.
Jamaica, all schools wear uniforms. So, there might be children here that might want to go down and meet with kids there to find out what are the differences with schools here and there. And it's a number of things that we can do. And it's not for any particular thing. It can be just to sit and talk. It
Right.
can be to go to church. It can be to have dinner, drinks. But knowing us Jamaicans, where if 5 people get together, it turns into a party. But the only it's true. The only thing it doesn't do, it doesn't arrange for an overnight stay or extended stay. But what usually happens, the visitors and the volunteers usually get so close that sometimes they're invited back down.
Right.
The most important thing to this program, Fred, is that it does not cost our visitors a penny.
Wow.
I don't know, these days we hear that things are free and we think, oh my gosh, well, I guess we have to listen to a half an hour presentation before we can do anything. Oh my gosh, I guess we have to do this. We're tied to something. No, absolutely nothing. We ask you to do is go to our website, visitjamaica.com, click on the Meet the People program, and you fill out a short form, your likes and interests, and it goes into our office in Jamaica. They contact you, let you know that we have your information. We'll contact you again when you arrive in Jamaica. We do that when you get to Jamaica because it's free. There's so many people that arrange it 2 months before they go down to Jamaica. When they get there and they lay on the beach, oh, I'm supposed to do a Meet the People thing tomorrow, but I can't be bothered because it's free. Then, us Jamaicans, we go all out to prepare for our guests.
Right.
And, no one shows up, or when they call, oh, we can't be bothered, because we're tired. So we wait until you get to Jamaica. We contact you when you're more relaxed to find out, one, if you still want to do it, and when you'd like to meet, and we arrange for you to get to the person, for that particular meeting. Great program, not used enough. You'd be surprised.
I've done people-to-people programs with other countries, and they're always great for getting you into the culture of the area. And do you have the Girl Scout groups down there?
We do have Girls Guides and
Girls
Girls Brigade. Very similar, Boys Brigade, Boys Scouts. So that's perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would want to talk with you about because I have several Girl Scout troops that I have arranged tours between the United States and Europe. And as I said, I've always had difficulty in talking about them being able to, as well with the schools, them being able to go to Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's certain rules that they have to follow. But the people-to-people program, I will definitely get on the ball and go into the website and get that pulled off of there. Because those programs are always fantastic. They're always great.
Especially for the children.
Yeah.
To realize that's what most of them are going through in school here, and they think it's difficult. They should go to the schools there and see what we do.
And see, the other thing too, the other thing that's good for school kids, I've taken them to other areas. A lot of these kids don't realize that having this free public education in a lot of places is not a given. It is not a given, and there's some areas that I've been to that the kids would give their eye teeth to be able to get free public education with all the tools and materials and stuff. So I like for them to be able to see that type of dynamics as well. So when they come back, they won't be such a knothead when they come back.
Exactly, and the fact that all schools in Jamaica, well, I think there are only 1 or 2 that don't wear uniforms, and because those are real private schools.
Right.
But all schools in Jamaica, from preschool all the way up through high school and junior colleges, wear uniforms. And when I say uniforms, it's not like the uniforms you have here, Fred. I'm very sorry. My 2 girls went through a period in middle school where they wore uniforms, and I laughed every day. Said they can wear jewelry, they can wear makeup, they can wear them short, they can wear them long. Oh, no, you can't do that in Jamaica. No jewelry, no fancy hairdos, no makeup. You're all one while you're learning. You're not in school to judge what parents bought. You're all equal. It's just like the military here.
Good.
You're all one while you're learning. I don't need to know that you bought something when my parents could only afford something, that you're wearing something designer and I'm wearing something non-designer. You don't do that with uniforms. It doesn't happen.
Good.
So it's a great way, and you're there to learn, and you find that the kids do learn.
Good. Now, explain patois so everybody will know what that's about.
This French-sounding name, patois, which basically is broken English, it's unique to Jamaica and many of the Caribbean islands, but we all have a different way of saying it. Back in the day of slavery, the slaves needed a way to speak with one another without having their plantation owners understand what they were saying. So patois basically is broken English, spoken really fast. So if I should start saying something to you now, Fred, I would tell you not to try to translate. There may be a couple African terms in it, but for the most part, it's broken English spoken really fast. And as we say when we speak in patois, sometimes we're talking about you. No, just kidding. Nah, mm-mm. We don't go there.
Well, let me throw this far.
We are riding on that wave because Jamaica is known to have the fastest man and that. But since I work with the Jamaica Tourist Board, I must encourage everyone. What I'm saying and what I've said has not even touched to explain what you would experience in Jamaica. You've got to go. It's easy. There's so many ways of getting to Jamaica. And as I mentioned before, it's a connection or two from the Western USA. But trust me, when you get there, you're going to want to go back again and again and again.
Yeah, that was going to be my final thing to you, was to invite people down, to give your invitation to invite people on down to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think
who best to book this through?
Me.
Bingo. One of our top Jamaica travel specialists, Fred himself. You've got to call him. He's awesome. He has used everything, his resources. He knows how to get the information. He knows where to put you. If he's not sure, he's going to ask us, but he'll get you down and make sure you have a good time.
Well, thank you so much for the endorsement. And Diane, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk with me today and everybody that's listening to this. And I know they're going to be standing in line even more so now to come down to Jamaica. So, again, I want to thank you. And once again, this has been Fred Wiles with Excellence in Travel. And if you want to find out how you can get down to Jamaica and enjoy everything that Diane has talked about and more, you can contact me at 1-888-960-1019. That's 1-888-960-1019. Or you can reach me at my email, which is riofun3, that's RIOFUN, the number 3, at Comcast.net. So with that, come on down to Jamaica and enjoy. Everyone take care.
Thanks, Fred. Walk good.